Hello, fellow higher education students. My name is Josh Kinchin, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a new organizational campus that is specifically for you as a higher ed student. The Chi Sigma Alpha Honor Society is specifically for higher education students, both at the master's and doctoral level. We decided to begin this organization to help support higher education students specifically in personal and professional, academic and social goals and being successful in the programs and beyond. So we've begun the chapter a few months ago, kind of started the process of talking about it. We got in touch with the national organization and they sent us a constitution, which we then had to marry with the UNCW template for student organization constitutions. And Dr. DeVita was the one who really spearheaded having us go ahead and do this. I'm going to talk a little bit about this, and hopefully that you'll be excited enough to want to know more. We're going to have an interest meeting electronically very shortly that you'll find out about through email. So I'll just talk a little bit about the structure of the organization, what it's all about, and why I think that it would be helpful for you to want to participate. And one small note, we are going to do a lot of things in collaboration with the Educational Leadership Graduate Student Association, or ELGSA. So we're not in competition. We're absolutely in cooperation with one another. Actually, every single person that is in the leadership of ELGSA is currently a higher education student at the master's or doctoral level. So I'm sure there'll be lots of cooperation. So the purpose of Chi Sigma Alpha Honor Society is to promote and recognize excellence in academics, research, service to the profession of student affairs and higher education. We're going to be affiliated with the national organization of Chi Sigma Alpha Student Affairs, Academic and Professional Honor Society International, which is their proper name. We're going to be represented by the following symbols: our Greek letters, our colors, our motto, and our logo. The colors of the society are going to be maroon and gold. The maroon honors the society's Alpha chapter at Virginia Tech. The gold represents the society's commitment to excellence. The motto of society shall be that I may challenge and support. And the logo of the society shall be a three-letter temple with the society's Greek letters, the motto below, and the society's three values: academics, research, and service, inscribed vertically on the pillars. You'll see a link to the national organization's website within the body of the email that this video will be attached to. So just talk about some of the structure. The actual membership, the active membership, will be comprised of graduate students from the MED in higher education, as well as the EDD concentration higher education. To be eligible for membership into the Honor Society, you had to have earned a minimum GPA of 3.5 or higher after completing a minimum of 9 credits at UNCW. No transfer credits, unfortunately, will be eligible for review for acceptance into the actual organization. Graduate students are allowed to run for office, propose new amendments, and vote. We're also the only ones who are going to be eligible for financial support, basically anything that the organization spends money on, unless there is a direct vote. However, there will be some more members in the organization. There'll be honorary professional and alumni members. You're automatically an alumni member once you graduate and you've been an active member and have been awarded an honor cord, which we'll talk about later. Honorary professional members can be nominated once a year by the active membership. Those can come from faculty or staff, and basically those folks within the faculty and staff who we feel uphold the values of our society and excellence in academics, research, or service to the profession. Additionally, we're going to have an induction ceremony each semester that will induct new members. This will be a semi-formal affair that will be scripted. At that induction ceremony, new members will be given a pin and a certificate so you can show that you're in the society. As far as staying a member, you're going to have to adhere to requirements of attendance to meetings and events. Currently, what the standards are going to be 2 meetings a semester and 1 event. And meetings are going to be once a month, and events will probably be about once a month as well. For the meetings, just so you know, you don't have to be present in person. You can be present electronically, and we'll talk about the logistics of that later. It might be something like you log into Skype or WebEx or Google Plus, something like this. and you're noted down as being present. You also will have to be current on membership dues. Currently, the membership dues will be $25 when you're first inducted, and then $15 every semester that you're an active member. Just know these membership dues and also participation requirements are only going to be needed during your classwork. So for master students, that will be from your first semester of your classwork all the way through graduation. For doctoral students, it'll be around that first 3 years of work itself. So the classwork, once you begin your dissertation, you're actually going to be exempt. So when you graduate, master's and doctoral students, if you've been an active member through those requirements, you'll then be awarded an honor cord and will be immediately a alumni member of the chapter and of the organization. As far as our advisor, so Dr. DeVita will be our advisor, and there's some responsibilities that he'll have in coordination with the executive board of officers. Now, the officers themselves, we're going to need folks to step up to the plate, and it's going to be master's or doctoral students as well. The length of office is 1 year, 1 academic year, plus summers, so the summer prior to the academic year, then the following academic year. The offices will be president, vice president. In lieu of the word secretary, the international office likes to use the word director of correspondence, as well as treasurer, and then director of public awareness and the historian. So director of public awareness and historian may come a little bit later or can be combined with some offices if we need to in the beginning, depending on depending on the level of interest. But we really do need those four top offices to be filled immediately. That's a campus activity standard. So, we can talk about that a little bit later during the interest meeting, what the projected kind of timetable would that be. We're not thinking it's going to be a huge time commitment, but it's going to be a little bit more than that once a month. So I'm going to be actually attaching our draft version of our Constitution, which is going to be marked up by campus activities. So you can look at exactly what those are all about. Will also be one of the parts of being a member is that you have to be part of a standing committee, and those are really just going to be business that's done during the meetings themselves. We'll have a general meeting, and then we'll have a small committee meeting, whatever sort of upholds what you want to do in the organization. There's four committees. External Communications Committee, think of this as like marketing and communications. They have Internal Communication Committee, and that's for maintaining platforms for tracking membership, attendance, event details. The External Communication Committee is going to be chaired by the Vice President. The Internal Communication Committee is going to be chaired by the Director of Correspondence and Historian. There's a fundraising committee that's going to be responsible for generation of external funding sources outside of chapter fees. That committee is chaired by the treasurer. And then our Civic Engagement Committee is going to be chaired by the Director of Public Awareness. And this is going to be the committee that's in charge of organizing the opportunity for members to engage in civic events that promote the understanding of the connection between the public sphere and higher education policy. So I can see maybe doctoral students going into that one. So again, this is something that I think would benefit everyone that's in the higher education program, whether doctoral or master's students. Everyone's very excited about it, both staff members that know about it and also faculty members as well, and some students that know. So I'll be sending out a request through email for that interest meeting. If anyone has questions, please email me, jdk6042@uncw.edu. I look forward to talking to you soon.